Hey everyone, John from Neural DSP here. In this video, I'm going to dive into the two most experimental effects inside Archetype Misha Mansoor X, laser and glitch. These are some chaotic and powerful sound design tools that can go from wild special effects to surprisingly musical tones. The laser started as a request from Misha. He wanted a way to recreate those chaotic laser tones often used in breakdowns. At its core, laser has two engines, either a pair of pitch shifters or a ring modulator, depending on the preset you select. There are two ways to control it. First, pedal mode, which uses an expression pedal or MIDI to sweep between pitch values. And second, envelope mode, where the effect tracks your playing dynamics. Your pick attack effectively presses the pedal for you. So let's hear this first. And now let's switch this to pedal mode, and I'll control it with my expression pedal here on the floor. Presets define the character of the effect, from classic whammy-style shifts to stacked harmonies, to wild dissonances, or univibe-like modulation. Some presets use simple octave shifts, while others layer different intervals across heel and toe positions. Now let's hear the dual wham preset, which is shifting from 0 to plus 12 and 0 to plus 24 semitones simultaneously. Now the fifth chord preset, which is minus 7 semitones and plus 5 semitones. And we can take this right through to full chaos. Here is a preset called Dissonant Wham. In envelope mode, you also get two key controls, speed and sensitivity. Sensitivity sets how much the effect responds to your pick attack. Speed sets how quickly it sweeps. High speed gives you instant laser zaps, whereas a low speed gives you longer ramps. Here's a low sensitivity for a slow response. Now let's push the sensitivity up and hear how it reacts differently. Here's speed set slow for a slower movement. And now let's push the speed up for an almost instant sweep. Finally, there's mix and trigger. Mix controls the wet-dry balance, and trigger, available only in pedal mode, lets you rapid-fire sweeps from wherever the pedal is set to maximum. The mix control is found underneath the laser preset menu. I've reassigned my expression pedal to control the mix as I play. Now I'll use the trigger button to demonstrate instant laser sweeps. Great for momentary effects. What makes laser special is that it's not just a one-trick pony for crazy noises. With the right presets, mix levels, and envelope settings, it can add some very musical and responsive harmony and modulation effects. Here's an example with the mix set low with a slow envelope for a chorus-like shimmer. Now let's hear a harmonized lead line using a subtle pitch preset. For my track, I used the laser pedal for the intro, using a pitched preset in the envelope mode to add some texture and movement. Glitch is a granular processor. It records your playing into a short buffer, slices it into grains, and then replays those grains in different ways. The result can range from rhythmic stutters to lush reverse textures to chaotic machine gun effects. Here is a quick example with a glitch engaged, and all delays in the pre and post effects have been bypassed. This means all repeats you will hear are grains from the glitch pedal. The glitch pedal has 4 modes: sequence, pitch delay, interfere, and texturizer. Pitch delay is the most straightforward. Grains are replayed like delay repeats, but each one can be shifted up or down in pitch. Texturizer only plays reversed grains, creating lush ambient textures or ensemble-like swells. When using sequence, grains trigger at note transients and then play back in order, often reversed. With chaos added, it replays your last few notes in descending order, like an auto-generated riff. Interfere is similar to sequence, but more aggressive. Grains are shorter, randomized, and create sharp stutter-like effects that can sound like machine gun riffs. And of course, as the name suggests, we can use the glitch to get some really wild, corrupted effects. All modes share the same core controls. Grain length controls how long each slice is. Occurrence affects how often grains are triggered. Pitch amount changes whether grains are shifted up or down, and the switch next to it lets us control whether to pitch up, down, or both. You'll notice the grains in the top visualizer display whether a grain has been shifted up in pitch or down, depending on its vertical placement. Chaos is a macro control that randomizes multiple parameters for unpredictability. There are 2 other parameters worth noting. Read point, in pitch delay and texturizer, sets how far behind the playhead grains start, almost like a pre-delay. Filter and mix let you shape the process grains and blend them with the dry signal. If I pull the read point right back to 0, we get grains immediately as I play. As I increase the read point value, there's a sense of a longer pre-delay before the grains repeat. Filter and mix let you shape the processed grains and blend them with the dry signal. I'll open the filter up, which will brighten our grain repeats. And lastly, we have the option to sync the grain repeats to our DAW or to a tap tempo accessible via the tap tempo foot switch. Glitch can absolutely go into chaotic territory, but it's also musical. Keep the buffer short and the settings subtle and you get chorus-like shimmer. Increase loop length, pitch, and chaos, and you can transform a simple riff into something entirely new. The ethereal capability of the glitch was perfect for the intro section of my track. I particularly love how the pitched grains feed into the shimmer reverb and create that instant dynamic atmosphere. So, between Laser and Glitch, you have two effects that can act as both sound design playgrounds and surprisingly practical tools. Laser gives you everything from whammy-style pitch sweeps to dynamic harmonizers. Glitch lets you chop, reverse, and re-sequence your playing in endlessly creative ways. When combined, they're an endless sonic playground, and you'll find they can push your tones far beyond the expected. You can try Archetype Misha Mansoor X for free for 14 days by heading to neuraldsp.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.